What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty good, you?
Not bad. Oh, I'm doing the helicopter punches. Ear blows, can't get by those. But guys, late. If you are new here, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post. We've been posting late lately, but that's not always going to be the plan. We will post earlier sometimes. Also, the bell notification will let you know when we're going live, which is really cool because we get to interact with you guys, especially if you won't be at DCon. Superstar VIP, you can join that. $2.99 a month. Hit the join button down below. You get a cool star next to your name. First dibs on merch. You can advertise on our channel. We're posting all our buys and sells. Rob bought some stuff.
Yeah,
Rob
I did.
Bought some stuff. All right. Rob doesn't buy stuff. So what's he buying? If you're in the VIP, you will find out exactly what he bought. And yeah, there's all kinds of other things. We're going to name Star in the Universe end of the month coming up on Halloween this year or this month. Shout out to all the existing VIP. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. I owe some of you guys some of the prizes this week. That's my goal. Get the prizes out. So if I've been in touch with you, you're going to expect that this week. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. You can find our VV profile. In the description, you'll find our Discord. I'm noticing a lot more of you guys from YouTube on the Discord, so that's really cool. Sometimes we just go in there and read it if we're not commenting. So go jump over on the Discord. Also, we have a P.O. Box link down below if you want to send us some physical like artwork or something like that you guys doing. We're waiting on a couple things again this week. Once I go to send out some of those things, I can also check out the P.O. Box, see if we've received some of the things we're waiting on.
Yeah, I love utility, by the way. I think this is what we were talking about in so many different videos, like how VV needs to bring more utility to the collectibles. You give us utility, it gives us a reason to buy and enjoy the collectibles because it's kind of bland right now with some of them. The air features, you kind of use it a couple times, you can't really use it again. You don't want to do the same thing over and over again, right?
So we had a drop today. This time the drop went smoothly. It didn't re-drop 25 minutes later without any notice or whatever, without only a tweet. So definitely they got their kinks fixed out. But Jim Henson's Labyrinth, and it looks like it's doing pretty much what we expected, Rob.
As expected. Not sold out. And by the way, if you look at the prices, I'll just quickly pull them up over here. Mm-hmm. We got the Secret ended up going double listed for 60. We were saying maybe it'd be 50. The Rare actually went over at 29.
Yeah, we were saying 20 to 25. And these we said 10 to 15 on both, I think, right?
Yeah, we said about 20, 15. And then Ludo here is at 13. He is the most in the comments yesterday. A lot of people said Ludo's their boy. So Ludo was the most popular one. And then these are some scary guys. I don't know. I've never seen this, but man, these guys are scary. That's why I'm saying for Halloween, you want to take some photos. I think these guys are really, really good candidates.
Yeah, pretty cheap entry price on those popular guys.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it came out at. So didn't sell out. It's okay. It doesn't have to sell out, but as expected, if you like it, it's your kind of thing. Why not go for it? We had a couple of people saying that they were big fans of it in the 80s. So, to each their own.
It looks like we're getting season 5 now on VV. I feel like this was a short season compared to season 3. I remember season 3 was like basically when we joined until like July or August. Yeah. And then now this one is over already, couple months. So I guess they dropped enough things to make it. We're into season 5 now. I wonder if they're going to do giveaway like they did for the end of season 3.
Yeah, I don't think they actually ever revealed to us the rationale behind why the seasons are broken up the way that they are. Yeah. Why some of them are longer than others. I think that internally they just kind of like had a plan of their seasons and what they wanted to target, and they just made it in advance, and now they just stick to it. Because what's the rationale on why it's season 5 now? Yeah. Maybe they're just going based on like a calendar year, or even though it can't be the case, but we're going into now like it's the 5th year of VV's existence, no? So maybe it's trying to line up.
The more seasons that come out, the better it will be for season 1 collectibles. If you are one of those people who collects season 1s, because it's just becoming more and more scarce. Yeah. And I don't know, there's lots of things dropping. That's the one thing with all the drops that we get, that season 1 is finished. It's locked up as season 1. So let us know in the comments. Do you guys collect season 1? Is that part of your strategy? I'm really curious.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think it's a good strategy to collect season 1s. But sometimes it's hard to find the cash to do so when nice shiny things pop up in later seasons. So let us know below.
Exactly. So maybe the best time to look is when the next shiny thing pops up. Start looking at your season 1s if that is part of your strategy. We talked about this yesterday, so I'm going to skip over it, the 1-of-1. But now we're getting a comic. It looks like on Tuesday, so we might be back into the comics on Tuesday, Thursdays. We'll see.
Yeah,
we don't know any details yet, but it's first appearance of Hobgoblin.
No, I don't know the Hobgoblin. If you let us know below, I know we have some comic book consultants that can let us know below on the character, the popularity of this comic book. I'm assuming it's probably going to land as a D or C, but I don't know for sure. Let the comic book consultants let us know below in the comments, and we'll let everyone else know in the next video.
I've heard Hobgoblin before. I don't know off the top of my head any storylines or anything, but I've heard the name. And this cover here, the common cover, even if it's a D tier, I think I'm gonna pick one up because this is crazy. He's pulling Spider-Man in half.
Did he just murder Spider-Man? Is Spider-Man even alive? But this is the thing, though, It's a magic trick. There's no body in there. I don't know what's going on with that.
I like the colors. I like the background. I like the purple lines on the blue background. I mean,
yeah,
it's getting me superstar money vibes.
And look at the far right. The far right, I think.
And even the Secret Rare. Yeah, it's almost like a Green Goblin, but Hobgoblin, you know?
Yeah, it looks almost identical to Green Goblin. He must have the same kind of roots because he's flying the glider.
Yeah. So let's see what happens with that. Let's go to our Twitter. I posted this. Somebody posted on Twitter, just in case you guys don't have the whole set and you wanted to hear it. If you own individually the stamps, they will play the song or whatever, a part of this song using that instrument. But if you own all 5 and you tap on one of them, the entire song is played with all instruments incorporated. So pretty cool utility. Actually makes me think about picking them up. But
this is what we talked about yesterday, how it was a missed opportunity. It looks like they did it. So thankfully they did it. But this is the kind of utility that they need to bring into the app to make it worthwhile. Now, if the Veve first comes into play now, you have a whole new dynamic of value for this kind of utility. I know it's a little bit far out, but at least for now, this utility is something. You can actually own these things and get access to something different that you would not normally be able to get access to. This is the utility that they should be bringing on every single drop to continue to have people interested in the collectibles. Because like I said, like if you use them for AR like we do, and I know I use it for AR, I can't just keep using the same collectibles over and over again. I got to constantly go and find something new. If you bring me utility like this, it gives me a reason to hold this because that song, I think it's an amazing way to actually show new users. See, look what Veve can do. Look at the utility of the NFTs. It's just a value added to just an AR photo, and I think we got to see more of this.
What do you think about if they were to do something where you were to collect all 5, and then you know how they had the Secret Rare stamp sheet, rather than having that as a separate collectible, you airdrop that to whoever's able to collect all 5, and you don't limit it, so you don't have to say there's only 150 of them. I think that will keep the other stamps more valuable because then people might be like, you know what, I would like that song as well. Go out and buy them, and even if you're adding 1 mint here and there, I guess it is a limited number they have to create, but I don't know how difficult it would be to have an open-ended mint.
It's all good. Like that's amazing because now you give people a reason to hold to get the airdrop, but then you also give them reason not to sell later because the moment they sell 1, they lose the song. Yeah. So take something away from them so they don't want to sell. This is the kind of things we need to bring value to NFTs. We talk about how in today's bear market, and it's probably going to last a lot longer. Like I think we're not even, we haven't got to the bottom yet, right? There's a lot of talks about the continuation of devaluation of the crypto market as well as the stock market. So if that continues to happen, these NFTs are going to slide with it. And man, like give people a reason to hold their stuff and not want to sell off for various reasons that they might have.
And it is more of a reason than, for example, a stock that you hold that doesn't pay a dividend that you just have in your portfolio. These you can take AR photos regardless. That gives you something fun to do. That's one part of the reason why we do enjoy Veve and the play money that we do invest. Obviously, it's not something that's crucial to our well-being. And we always preach that, like, invest what you can afford to lose because it could go to 0 before it goes to $1 million. You know what I mean? It could bounce right off there. If you hit 0, next day it can start rocket shipping. We don't know.
Take it to the limit, right? Take it to the limit of 0. So it's not actually 0. And then, boom.
So shout out Superstar VIP Sunday Buckets. Ready for the Veve official drop. Got my favorite jacket on for the occasion. Hope it gets me that Superstar money juju. Looks like he's a big Labyrinth fan. He's got the David Bowie jacket.
Clearly.
I'm curious to see how you did Sunday Buckets.
Yeah, clearly. And then we had a lot of comments below. People were talking about how they were a big fan of this IP. So again, it was a little bit out of range for us, but that superstar money juju, we all needed. We had a discussion with a few superstars. Superstar combo consultant El Champ was involved. That was it. Devin Quill was involved.
Double quill.
Double Quill. A bunch of the superstars were talking. I told them, I said, guys, at this point, they're having the saying, if you live in Australia, if you live in Europe, we're not getting the drops. I said, all you can do is just get that juju. Juju is the only proven way to get drops on Veve, and they all agreed.
Yeah. So if you need the timing, I mean, the juju is the thing that's going to get you. So just hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you're new here and you think it's weird, don't knock it till you try it.
That's it.
And speaking of juju, Flagtastic. Finally got my first secret rare off the drop. Sub 1 came into, so nice. Stoked. Automatically attributes it to Superstar Money Juju.
Yeah. I mean, what else could it be, right? Can't be much
number 699. So pretty cool number too.
Yeah, I'm glad. See, he went for the drop, so he clearly likes the IP. So yeah. I'm glad that the Juju was strong with him on that day.
And congratulations hitting the secret rare. So we also retweeted about the season 5. This is also something I want to show. Shout out to Eva, Viviversity. Her course is on sale still, I think, until the beginning of November. So if you are looking to learn a little bit more about Veve, I wanted to give a shout out because she's doing that and she's putting together that beginner course. Me and Rob always talked about doing like beginner videos, but there's so many people doing it now that maybe we don't have to, because there's people like Eva who put this all together in an organized fashion, and it's one-time fee for lifetime access. So if that's something you like, or people who it would help them get into Veve, maybe that's a good thing you can do. These are cool.
Oh wow!
These are. I don't know if you saw this, but
no, I haven't.
Bravivi Heart put us onto it, and shout out Mr. Gene Mellon on Twitter. We've talked with him a bunch, but basically recreated all of the or a couple of the major comic book covers we have on Veve using Disney IP. So this one here is obviously Fantastic Four #1. You got Mickey, Minnie, Donald as the Thing over there, and looks like the bad guy from Goofy is that green monster coming out the ground.
Right. Very nice.
Yeah.
I can't go wrong.
Goofy is the Human Torch. I just seen that.
Oh wow, yeah, you can't go wrong slapping Disney IP on anything, man.
Yeah, so you got the Incredible Hulk. I don't think we have this one yet, but Goofy and all the IP there.
Yeah,
and Avengers. I think this is the #4, if I'm right.
Oh yeah, okay, I'm not
sure,
might be. It might
looks
be
like the one where Captain America joins the Avengers, right?
Yeah, it could be the #4 for sure. Yeah, no, that's insane. Mickey, of course, is the first Avenger there, Steve Rogers. So very nice. I like it.
So we definitely had to show that off because I thought that was fantastic. And so the other thing, a couple days ago, we did a video, and not going too well for us in terms of our prediction. But I think we have a little bit of an explanation here, maybe. But we said, do not buy Secret Rare Miles Morales. And it's because we don't feel like there's anything that can really turn this market until we start to see economic conditions kind of turn around. Now, this was a very scarce drop, Rob, but why do we still feel the same way?
I don't know. Like we talked a lot about when you get into that very scarce market, things can act very unpredictably. The thing is that even though it can act, a little bit unpredictably, it can act it in both directions. So I was saying this in the comments below, like there's a lot of hype on this drop right now. It doesn't take a lot for people to either sweep the floor or pull away their listings. And we think we saw a little bit of that. I don't know if you still have the ecomi wiki open on your end there.
It doesn't go far as bad. We were looking at it earlier today, but underneath this one that shows 45.45, the next sale was like 3,400. So there was a gap of like 900 that just instantly disappeared. So I don't know if that was people pulling their listing down because they noticed that if they take their listing down, then there was a huge gap or whatnot, because it didn't sell according to Ecomi Wiki. Now, I don't know how accurate. I guess it should be accurate if it's based off of Mutascan.
He has the full API. So again, like in the comments below, we recognize things right now are volatile. Clearly, it's on the uptrend. But like if you look at the trend of everything else on the app, it's nowhere but down. So this will eventually settle somewhere.
Well, look,
you might,
sold 6 hours ago for 6,200K. It's a lower mint, but the one next sold for 800 less. Like this to me is a manipulated marketplace right now, and it's because it can be, like Rob mentioned. It's very, very scarce. the price can get swept up very quickly if people FOMO in. If 10 of them sell, you can be up 10 grand. But at the same time, people can start to dump 5 or 6 of these on you for 2,000 more than they were going to by doing this type of strategy, right?
Yeah, the FOMO was real, right? And we see that, we saw that on that last bull trap back in July. I don't know if you remember we remember when the market ran with Todd doubled in price, all these things doubled. Now they're half of where it originally started. So let's say it was at 2,000, it ran to 4,000, now it's down to 1,000. Yeah. So it's very easy to FOMO into these things. In the end, I remain consistent with our analysis using data that this is overvalued and that it will be inevitable that Miles Morales will pull back despite its scarcity. I think what we found in the Veve market is that everything doesn't matter. 160 sellers isn't a lot, but it's also not that hard to have at least 10 of those sellers say, you know what, maybe I need to cash out 3-4 grand and switch over to something else relative in the market. Maybe I want to sell this right now for $6K, buy a partner statue and a Todd. It's constant relativity. So we had a commenter mention, hey, I got it up. I sniped one. I don't know how he did it for like $600.
Yeah, I saw that comment.
I don't know how he got
mislisted it.
I asked him, are you going to sell it? If I was him, I would sell it right now. Sell it, buy a partners, and wait for the dip.
Yeah, something like that. Or even just hold on to those gems. I mean, like you said, if you look at any other item on the marketplace, nothing's really moved like this. So that's another reason. I mean, it's not even the grails that are moving like this. It's nothing except for the one collectible.
It's new, it's scarce, it's acting predictably, and this goes back to the thing: who's gonna sustain these floors when we know that Veve overall has shrunk in terms of users, right? Yeah. We know that they're not as big, and that kind of leads into the topic of our video today, which is why you want Veve to have less users, why you want Veve to have their users leave right now. Why don't you start us off, Joe, with what you think would be some of the benefits?
Yeah, we were talking about this at dinner and stuff like that, and I said to Rob, it might be a good thing if less people were on the app at this time, at least. And we had a couple of reasons we were talking about. Like, it might be a good video. The first thing that we can think of is that I guess you would have less people to compete with in the market, right? So all your prices, and we've seen this over the last months where prices have dropped down. But that's one thing. So you're competing with less people, you're paying less for things. The other thing is, if you think about how much things are owned by people that might be starting to get turned off to Veve. And the reason we bring this up is because we see it in our comments. We see it on Twitter. Sometimes we're not even involved. And people are saying, I'm leaving. I'm done with it. I don't like this. I don't like that. And in the back of my head, I'm like, if they leave, what are they leaving behind? Like, are they going to cash out? Do they have enough to cash out? I'm sure a lot of the bigger things people will be able to cash out, but maybe some people are frustrated because they can't cash out. A lot of people, like in Europe and Asia, some people were having problems with that stuff. What's getting locked up if these people leave? How many Todds, how many partner statues, how many Disney IP items will be locked up? So if these people leave, it might be beneficial for the people who stick around. So this is not a video telling you to leave. This is a video telling you stick around, because if people are leaving, it might be good for you right now.
You can only benefit. I can't see someone who's still active in Veve not benefiting from lower prices at this point. Yeah. We know that as people leave, the total money available to sustain the market caps will go down, therefore prices will drop. Like, we want Veve to bring back excitement into the market. We want Veve to bring utility so that it can engage the user base. And we know that overall this will be beneficial for Veve, especially when we turn into a new hype cycle and these things are already implemented. So through this bear market, we can enjoy these things. But ultimately, if you're on Veve right now, and probably if you're watching this video, you're somebody who's sticking with Veve for the long run, even despite this bear market, you could only benefit from lower prices. You could only benefit from people leaving the app. It's only better for you. So, stay calm. Collectible prices have dropped an insane amount, and it's across the board. Lots of the NFT market has prices gone down. Not all of them. Some of them have appreciated, but there's lots of NFTs that have been crushed. Crypto's been crushed. Enjoy the lower prices. It gives you an opportunity to attain and purchase collectibles that you were previously not able to get. So as people leave, that's fine.
Yeah.
Good. See you later. We'll see you maybe never. Maybe we'll see you when our collectibles have pumped. While you're gone, we'll keep collecting. We're chipping away at it, drop here, secondary market purchase there. Understanding it can go to zero. We're playing with, like we said, we always preach, you probably want to play with your free money. You don't want to play with money that you need, because if you're someone who wants your collectibles to go up right now, despite this bear market, you might be someone who's in a position that you really need your money. You over leveraged. You're concerned that you need these collectibles to go up. You have a loan that you're paying interest on that you need these to go up so you can sell. You don't want to be, if you're already in that position, I can understand why you want it to pump. But unfortunately, chances are it won't. If you're not in that position, don't put yourself in that position. Continue to buy your time, chip away at it a little bit here and there. Don't overextend yourself, and you'll be okay. In one day, the new hype cycle will come back. Hopefully, we don't know for sure, but we're gonna bank. We are banking on it, and at that point, hopefully, sticking through this pain, you have gained from all the lower collectible prices of everybody who's left.
Yeah. So I think that pretty much summarizes it. I just wanted to bring up a spreadsheet that we haven't looked at for a while. We've had the Miles Morales drop in the rearview mirror now, so I just wanted to show you kind of what's been happening. We mentioned before we were in the 100, 200,000s in terms of gems being purchased. Leading up to Miles, we had a 300,000 day and an 800,000 day, and then right after that, back into the 100,000s. So definitely very localized, but a lot of money came in on that day, and I don't think $800,000 was spent on the drop because there's only 3,000 at 50 gems, right? So it looks like there's a lot of extra money that's lying around that might be able to get dispersed. So you might be seeing a little bit of things going up here and there, but I think it's obviously to do with that money that maybe came in, and we still don't know how much money's leaving. So maybe people put money in and bought something, or maybe people just took their money back out. Who knows?
Well, there's a lot of talks about right now payout not working. We haven't done enough reporting on that, but that's interesting, right? That almost $1 million came in for this drop, which is good. Of course, it's always good. So I think a lot of people like us loaded gems up and didn't get it, and now you have gems on the side that you'll probably end up spending over the next few days because you're a VV addict. You're gonna gamble. You're gonna gamble on some drops here and there, right?
I think you'll notice if you look at it, especially some of the lower end things, like not lower end but cheaper things, they've gone up like $5-10, and I think that's where you're seeing that come from.
Yeah. So let us know below your thoughts on today's video. Are you happy? Do you want people to leave VV, or do you want them to stick around? Are you in the same mindset of us that it's better if collectible prices go down, and it's better if people leave the app because you as an individual have a better advantage? Or do you want people to stay? Do you want that next hype cycle to come right now, despite the market conditions? Because I'm personally, I know I'm willing to be patient knowing the way the macros are right now. So let us know your thoughts below. You always have fantastic conversations. The superstars always have good conversations. And if you're watching this video and you haven't already, make sure you smash the subscribe button, join the superstar fam, and make sure you hit the bell notification button so you get everything that we post. And make sure you comment below. Join the other superstars. They show up. They show up every video. They're commenting every single video, no matter what. They come, they watch, they post. If you're a shy watcher, you're a shy superstar, make sure you post below. Also, you can become a VIP. We appreciate all our support. $2.99 a month. Get the star beside your name. Get the spreadsheets that you can use to help benefit you on the drops. Get merch. Get first dibs on merch. Get giveaway potential. You name it. We're going to try to bring as much utility as possible. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.